Hey everybody, it's Somnios Patori Flux, call me Flux for short, whatever you want to call me. And in the last episode, we cleared 3 levels, I believe? Yes. And I had trouble with 2 of them getting all the puzzle pieces, which has been cleared up for now. So, in this one, we're moving on to level 1-6, well, World 1, level 6. Basically the 6th level of the game. Crazy Cart, which anyone who has played a Donkey Kong Country game before knows where this one is probably going to head and is probably looking forward to it. Especially if you're me. Because I see that puzzle piece back there. Don't think I did not see that. You get a barrel there if you don't have Diddy Kong, which is possible because things happen. Okay, so you pounded this button, which you just kind of keep shaking until it gets fully depressed. And then there's a bonus up here. Be careful not to miss this, because this is pretty easy to just kind of get that tunnel vision and just sort of forget to check that. Which, anyway. I am not exactly doing the greatest here. Honestly, these bonus games in general, I've been doing pretty badly at this game so far. It's like I'm not even trying to talk during them half the time. It's just, I'm not even doing a great job. But anyway, this lantern, you can blow on to blow out. There's no secret there. The secret was before. And now we're down into the caves, and yep, minecart level. Man, this hits so much nostalgia for me, honestly. Minecart levels in the original Donkey Kong Country, which the original Donkey Kong Country, not 2 or 3 actually. I never actually played 2 or 3 until much more recently. Oh, there's a puzzle piece there. You have to not jump on the mole, which, yeah. But yeah, the original Donkey Kong Country. I didn't play 2 or 3 until far more recently. Oh, and that perspective messes with you way more than I remembered it doing. Also, yeah, can't go back and get that one now. That was just a 1-out, but there are sometimes branching pathways on here where you can get a better reward. Yeah. But no, the original game, the minecart levels were among my favorite to just replay over and over again, even though there are only 2 in the entire game. Wow. Yeah, there are only 2 minecart levels in the entire game of the original Donkey Kong Country, but I've replayed both of them over and over again. Especially Minecart Madness, which is the... I swear you're supposed to be able to just jump through that one. That's how you get the end. I know I've done it several times in both this game and the older ones. But I am just bad at doing that. Why is the jump not jumping? I'm starting to feel a bit like Row Cow here, man. I did the jump and it didn't jump. But yes, yeah, I would replay those. Okay, so there I did the jump, but I didn't jump enough. That is the problem with these levels, is that they can be pretty notorious at killing you for even the slightest error, but I don't know. Something about just the structure and the format of just being in the minecart and kind of almost the roller coastery effect of it. Which I'm not that terrified of roller coasters, but I still sort of am. but just look at that. Whoa! I just love how this game does it. At this point, it's just kind of... Yeah, I kind of missed just the one, which I'm going to have to go back and get on my own time. You know where it is, you know how it's gotten, so I'll just show a clip of it, of me getting it at some point. But, yeah, I would just replay those levels over and over again. It was just really fun to me, and I don't know why. I just always loved them. And yes, this is also something people were probably waiting for. Not the number of banana coins I have, but no. 1-K, Platform Panic. For getting all of the Kong letters in all the main levels of a world in this game, you unlock a hidden bonus level. These levels all have no checkpoints. No checkpoints, 5 puzzle pieces, and no Kong letters. But they're all known for being hard. And this one is generally considered I believe, one of the easier ones of these levels. But it's still a major difficulty spike, just in terms of precision platforming. Over the rest of World 1, I don't know what just happened there, but... The other thing that this level is known for, though, is being really easy to farm lives and banana coins out of. Because just the way you can... Okay. Because of repeatedly stomping on enemies can get you banana coins. And then after a certain amount, you will start getting extra lives for each enemy you jump on in succession. And that... Wow. That can make this level very good to replay later on. If you need to grind up for coins or lives to buy stuff from Cranky, or just to not get a game over. The counterpoint is, in order to be able to make that an affordable or a potential something that you can... In order for that to be something that you can actually potentially do, you have to be good at the level and be able to just kind of get to the points where you can do that grinding. And granted, you don't even see there's an extra life. You don't even have to beat the level. In fact, sometimes it can be more efficient and effective to not beat it on your first when you're doing that. But all the same, you still have to beat the level in order to get every puzzle piece, everything in the game. These levels will serve a greater purpose later on, but just look at that. That is how you grind for lives in this game, honestly. There's really not... There's really not much better way to go about that. Just bouncing on the tiki drums. But the actual level... Like I said, there's no checkpoints. And it goes on for quite some time, actually. Like, I've gotten 2 of the puzzle pieces from it. And I keep not even making it back to where the second one is because for some reason... I don't know if I'm just is my controller not sending the signals out because I am holding it under my desk right now? Okay, I can do the extra little hop you bounce off an enemy, you have to press the jump button a second time for that to register, and that's also how you jump high off tires. But for some reason, that is just not... See, why is it not doing it? I don't know what's going on. Let me hold my controller a little higher up, even though it's not necessarily as comfortable. Yes, this is the checkpoint pig. If you die enough times in a level, he will let you use Super Guide, which will play through the level for you, but won't pick up any puzzle pieces or Kong letters, if there are Kong letters in a level. Which there are not in this one, but basically he will get you through the level, and it will let you clear the level, and for that matter, you can also jump back in at any time after you've activated the Super Guide. But if you even activate it, it will mark the level as having only been cleared because of it. You can move on, but yeah, you gotta kind of go under there to get that puzzle piece, which just requires knowing. It's not really a matter of being that hard to do. But yes. This is another point that's actually pretty good for the banana coin. That's pretty tricky to do. Wow, okay, okay. Coming along pretty nicely. Which, let's just hope that can continue. Well, I got all the puzzle pieces. Also, I stopped talking there for a second, which is generally not good form in a Let's Play. But no, this level actually takes a good bit of focus, especially because of the fact that it's so long and has no checkpoints. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I think I just got so caught up on autopilot on just... Wow. I am forgetting what I'm trying to say. I guess you just kind of have to keep going. And... oh yes, Super Guide. If you use Super Guide, the game will basically say that you cheated, and it'll let you move on to the next level, but it won't mark the level as having been completed. Won't really have the Kong. You won't have the Kong letters. You won't have the puzzle pieces, which basically means, okay, if you really need to use it to get through the game and get to the final boss and all that, you can. It's there for you. But if you want to do everything the game has to offer, then you have to be able to earn it. And specific levels later on in the game will not let you do Super Guide. And that was the end of the level, by the way. Yeah, Super Guide. A lot of people criticize that Nintendo for putting that in the game at all. But if you ask me, it's there if you need the option to use it, but it doesn't really make anything particularly bad that it's in the game at all. If you don't use it, nothing happens. It's not like New Super Mario Brothers, where, oh, if you fail a level enough times that Super Guide even shows up, we're gonna take something off of your file, which that is a little bit rude, honestly, because you don't even have to accept Super Guide at all for that to happen. Even if it's just a minor cosmetic touch, it can be very hard to ensure that you get that file. It's just a minor pet peeve of mine whenever there's something like that where you can permanently get locked out of something for something that's just a complete accident. But this game isn't like that. This game handles Super Guide fairly nicely, in my opinion. I also don't think you can use it for bosses. So that is a little bit unfortunate because some of the bosses in this game can be pretty difficult. But all the same, it's not like I was going to ever use it myself anyway, because I generally do like to have accomplishments when I play platformers like this, so. But I have no problem with people who do choose to do that, especially because sometimes it can be pretty tempting in this game to just take an easy way out, but I generally don't ever use that. But I have no problem with people doing so, especially players who are not as experienced with this sort of gameplay as others are, or just young children in general, because I think that's basically what it is Nintendo doesn't want to give the younger audience that they pretty much go for. Well, they don't really go for the younger audience specifically. They just kind of always make these games that are suitable for them. But they don't want a younger person to be playing this and then just basically hit a wall like that. I don't know. I've kind of said all I really need to say about the Super Guide because it exists. It's basically, it is everything I've said, and I don't really need to say anything else about it, so I can probably move on to other topics about the game, about this level, which is still kind of getting annoying, but at the same time, look at that coin count. 204 coins, 40-some lives, and it's just, even when you fail this particular level over and over again, you get a net gain out of playing it that many times. So I don't really have anything to complain about, per se. Plus, it's just this is just a really well-made level, in my opinion. Because it just kind of has that flow to it where you can miss out on an extra life. But if you play this level through well, it just flows, and it just feels like you're just sort of jumping through it, and it's just, I don't know, it's hard to describe in words what I'm talking about. But yes. And yeah, that's the end of the level. And for clearing these levels, you get these shining orbs things, which are relevant for much later in the game, by the way. So, yeah. Well, my recording is up to, well, considering what I'm going to be cutting out, I'm probably at about 20 minutes or so right now. And I might speed up some others to get it shorter. But I'll do the boss. Because the boss, Mugly's mound, boss is Mugly, and you're fighting him at his mound. Anyway, okay, yeah, you can get Super Guide because there's always these little features at the beginnings of levels, like where the pig will pop up from behind. But yes. And now you kind of see where this game's bosses go, and he is... Okay. He is just eating bananas. And then the kalimba, I believe is what that instrument is. That tiki hypnotizes him into attacking us, and yeah, you basically just jump on his back, which is fairly standard fare for platformer boss. Still, it can, but yeah, if you hit the spikes, you get hurt. Hit him 3 times, and he turns orange. Also, if he charges at you and you don't jump out of the way, he will eat you, and that will hurt you, so... Really? Okay. Just hit him again, and then after 3 more hits, so 6 total, he turns red. And then after a 3rd round of hits, which is 9 total, you kill him. Or not. You just kind of knock him out, and he does all sorts of poses, and the tiki pops out from behind him, all dizzy. Yeah, this is honestly a pretty easy boss fight, suitable for World 1, honestly, but that's just how it goes. Jump, and when it tells you can, not before, or else it'll just end early. You can shake your remote to hit him a bunch of times. There's no specific reward for getting a bunch of hits on him. It's just bragging rights. And basically, it's there because catharsis. And for beating the boss, you get music gallery and diorama gallery updates, which basically show you little art statues of the level. And the music gallery lets you hear music from that world from the title screen. Not from the pause menu, unfortunately, just from the title screen. But yeah. And with that, we have cleared World 1, which is the jungle. And now we've moved on to the beach. Next time on Let's Play Donkey Kong Country Returns, we'll take a day at the beach. See you guys then.